I check the doors, check the windows and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out? Yeah, did I find out? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed where I have my face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see.
Hey, Spotifyers!
looking good, MP.
Quiet out there tonight.
Let's keep this winning streak going.
Oh, say does that.
Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the Clippers, they're in 6th place, but still time to make a move in the standings.
I think for Los Angeles, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. The Wagner brothers on the floor, Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. Jalen Suggs out there with MP, and it's Ben Carroll in at the 4. And for Los Angeles, Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with James Harden, and it's Zubats in at the 5. You know, Grant, for players that move to a new team in the offseason, have they had enough time to get adjusted?
Well, you know, B.A. Depends. Some guys blend right into a new squad, but for others, it takes a lot of repetition to get a feel for your teammates.
Now here's Bogdanovich. For three, Powell. That shot off. Wagner outside. Pass to MP. It's tipped. Suggs against Leonard. Outside Bogdanovich. Now here's Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian. And it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want.
Now here's Banchero. Playing Phoenix, he was nearly unstoppable. Buries it from 3.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Tyronn Lue.
I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. They'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And Grant, just the other day, MP recorded the first triple-double of his career.
Yeah, he put on quite the display, B.A., doing everything he could for his team. MP is extremely talented. I'll go out on a limb and say that won't be the last triple-double of his career.
Now here's MP, and he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Here's Harden. Zubac with a screen on Banchero. Leonard passes to Zubac. Wagner with a steal. Suggs outside. Back to MP. Pass to Banchero. On the wing, Suggs. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Powell. Outside Bogdanovich. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Harden. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zubac with a screen on Wagner. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Banchero passes to Wagner. And Suggs, here we go. Kicks it out to MP. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 7. And timeout called by Ty Lue. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And with the Season just underway. Here's a quick look at the early power rankings to see where we're at. Taking a look at the Lakers. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, I think for the Magic, they're a team that still feels like they can get better. The season is young, so they are still hopeful that they can improve their ranking.
Leonard's shot's good.
Well, the mid-range is certainly the area that he is most comfortable. Kawhi Leonard, that's where he started, folks.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Powell. Leonard's got room. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Leonard's got 6 points.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
Here's MP. It's blocked. They get it back. Wagner with a pass to MP. Wagner with a screen on Harden. The 3 from Suggs. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now here's Bogdanovic. No points yet. He buries it from 3.
This speaks to the level of confidence Bogdanovic possesses, looking to shoot immediately off the catch.
And Carroll with a screen on Harden. The 3 from Suggs. The rebound by Bogdanovic.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Zubac with a screen on Wagner. Wagner against Powell. Pass to Harden. There's the 3. Orlando with a rebound. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And they dug deep and somehow managed to access some extra energy for that double overtime win.
You can see Suggs' vertical makes that dunk look effortless.
And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. And here's Leonard. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Magic. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Suggs. Powell with a steal. Leonard looking over the floor. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Franz Wagner. Well, Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide the instant spark that Powell does.
Brian, you know that expression, know your role and star in your role. Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Dunn comes in for Bogdanovic. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Batase's checked in for Wagner. Wendell Carter comes in for Banchero. Black's checked in for Wagner. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. But not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Here's MP following the score by Los Angeles.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
The Clippers in the lead. Now here's Leonard, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Rebound by the Magic.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Black. Kicks it out to MP. Outside Carter. MP, a screen on Zubac. So they take the lead.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's MP. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
Dunn outside. Leonard outside. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Bataze. MP with it. To the inside. Here's Carter. Good. And the assist goes to MP. And now it's a 4-point Magic lead.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
MP getting it done for Orlando. 11 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
It's Batum at the power forward with Zubac at center. Patrick Mills out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Miller in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Boy, you see Carter Jr. use every bit of that 7'5" wingspan. Boy, is tough to guard around the rim. Look out.
Now here's Mills. 9 points in his last outing. Dunn outside. Mills with a screen on MP. 4-3. The shot by Dunn, no good. Magic leading by 6. MP, the pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Right side Mills. Over Anthony. Mills, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
MP against Mills. MP. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Dunn, the pass to Zubac. And here's Mills for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Mills has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
The sweet spot, the comfort zone for Patty Mills.
Kicks it out to Isaac. Pass to Anthony. Fires for 3. Sure, from 3-point range. And the Magic lead by 10.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Wagner comes in for Anthony. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
MP, the pass to Banchero. Batum against MP. Pass to Banchero. Kicks it out to Isaac. Zubac with the steal. It's stolen by Isaac. Black passes to MP. MP capitalizing in close.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Pass to Zubac. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Batum with it. There's Bogdanovic with the three. Knocks it down from distance. Bogdanovic has got his third basket on the night right there.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
On the wing, MP, guarded by Miller. Shot clock at 6. Here's Banchero, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Nick Batum.
And the playmaking skill.
And so it's the Orlando Magic, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Thanks for tuning in.
Their perimeter D has been soft like bathroom tissue. No excuses. Can't give up that many open shots and get away.
And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. MP is out there with Suggs, and it's Wagner in at the center position. These are his first free throws of the game, and he makes the first.
Despite his young age, we know Jalen Suggs has proven to be a tremendous leader. His teammates love playing with this guy. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Count that one. Bogdanovic has got 15 points.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
MP inside. Bogdanovic on him. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. On defense, the Clippers. They trail by 14. They get it back. The kick out to Banchero. The three from Suggs. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Bogdanovic has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard outside. It's rebounded by Wagner.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Jalen Suggs putting in the time, being diligent about becoming more consistent from three-point territory. That time, he makes it look easy.
On the wing, MP, defended by Bogdanovic. MP, the pass to Suggs. MP, a screen on Harden. Suggs, no good.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Leonard inside, guarded by Banchero. 6 to shoot. Leonard against Banchero. Baseline jumper. Leonard can't get it to go.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's MP driving in. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Yes, speeding in there and getting some air time. MP with a solid jam off the drive.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Isaac, he's checked in for Paolo Banchero. Leonard finds Powell. Back to Leonard. Now here's Bogdanovic. Pass to Harden from downtown. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. Your young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Doris, this has been a good few years for teams from small markets, don't you think?
I certainly do, Brian. I mean, think about some of the most exciting players we have in the league. They're young, but they are captivating. Victor Wembanyama in San Antonio. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City. Giannis has been in Milwaukee his entire career. The list goes on.
Powell for 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Suggs with it. Harden picks him up. MP against Harden. Kicks it out to Wagner. Pass to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. The Magic need to put one up here. The 3 from Suggs. And James Harden pulls it down.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply in there.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Suggs outside. MP outside. Wagner with a screen on Bogdanovic. Suggs outside. Back to MP. The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. For 3, Powell. No good that time.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
MP with it. Now Bogdanovic defending. Clippers trail by 21. Leonard outside. Pass to Bogdanovic. And here's Harden. Back to Bogdanovic. A shot to stop the run. Sinks the tray. Bogdanovic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Dunn, he's checked in for the Clippers. A moment here to see the numbers for Jalen Suggs.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has
changes for Los Angeles. Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Powell. And Bogdanovic is subbed in for James Harden. To the middle. Here's Wagner. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, the big man, Mo Wagner, getting to it. Nice finish.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Leonard and Batum, the duo at forward. Chris Dunn is out there with Donovich. And it's Eubanks in at center. That's who's out there for the Clippers. To the paint. Here's Banchero. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Clippers trail by 15. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
no question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Bogdanovic from long range drains the triple. Bogdanovich has got 21 points a game.
You can tell Bogdanovich is in an attacking mindset right now, being aggressive and getting rewarded for it. Now that's how you capitalize on the screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Leonard outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now in the quarter. Magic leading by 12. MP, the pass to Banchero. Banchero from close range.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Dunn outside. Pass to Leonard. The shot misses. Nice D from Wagner.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Here's MP. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 23 points in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Clippers trail by 16. Dunn outside. Outside Bogdanovich. Eubanks the screen. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. MP, the pass to Suggs. Banchero left side. Here's MP. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. There's Bogdanovich with the three. And the Clippers miss again. And so MP will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Bogdanovich against Suggs. Tipped. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Leonard. And you can count. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Leonard outside. Back to Harden from outside the arc. Orlando with the rebound. MP's got 8 rebounds in the game. Wagner, the pass to MP. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Clippers trail by 15. Down low. And followed by Banchero. In transition, the Magic on the run. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Banchero, one of those big men that does a little bit of everything, and the scary thing is he's got tremendous upside.
And he makes the first but misses the second. The Clippers have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Back to Harden. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half. You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Back to Suggs. And here's MP from outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 8 now. There's Bogdanovich with the three. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 8 rebounds in the game. MP, the pass to Wagner. MP against Bogdanovich. A nice shot by MP. MP's got 8 here in this quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Clippers trail by 18. Pass to Powell. Three-pointer, Harden. Counted from distance. Harden's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. The Magic have gone 7 for 15 in the fourth. Inside. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac. Outside Bogdanovich. And the three off target.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
To the middle. Back to MP. Here's Banchero. Leonard defending from the elbow. And Banchero with the bucket. And the assist by MP. MP's got assist number 7 tonight.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Magic.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Efficient
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory.
You earned that one. Wins pay the bills, baby. What's up, bro?
Hey, ready, MP?
What's up, MP? Yo, I think I just saw Jack Nicholson. Can you get me an autograph?
Showtime, MP. True ballers only.
Coming right up, the Lakers taking on the Magic. For the Lakers, welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Alongside Stan Van. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best.
Here we go.
You look at MP. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, he's on top of the heat of all that young talent.
Yeah, he's a clear #1 right now. Nobody even close to passing.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Both on the floor at the 3 and 5. It's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. Suggs out there with MP. And it's Banchero in at the power forward. And for Los Angeles, in at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Shake Milton. And it's Hayes. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
Wagner kicks to MP. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
What heart by MP, going through contact there and converting.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
James, the bounce pass. Back to Hachimura. Reeves, that's a two-pointer. Misses the chippy right there.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Wagner against LeBron. Count that one.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's MP. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this one.
Suggs against Milton. The 3 from MP. Another miss by MP. Lakers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. On the wing, Reeves. Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. Pass to Hachimura. Over Banchero. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's see some of the numbers here for MP.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Hey guys, well the Magic were one of last season's most improved teams, and with the addition this summer of Contavious Caldwell-Pope, they've addressed an area of real need. A player who can space the floor, add to their already stout defense, and has championship pedigree. They're going to continue to rise in this league, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. MP passes to Banchero. Shoots the 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Hachimura. And there it is for him.
And the confidence Hachimura has in himself, knows he can score from this area when given the chance.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Magic in 3rd.
Well, their defense over the last 10 games has been exceptional. They're really getting after it and communicating well on that end of the floor.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Yeah, great to see MP recognizing where the defense is weakest, developing those instincts.
Reeves finds Milton. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Reeves in the corner. Back to LeBron, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Pocket 2.
Yeah, Suggs brings good energy and intensity to his defensive efforts.
Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another. The foot somewhere.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Reeves against MP. Now Suggs. He has yet to score. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, staying committed inside. Suggs takes the contact but gets it to go.
LeBron with it. Coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Hachimura with a screen on Wagner. LeBron with it. And it's Carter picking him up. And James throws it down.
You know, the vertical's still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And a wide open look for Hachimura. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hachimura's got 5 points so far.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
The offensive rebound.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Takes it from 10. And the rejection by MP. Buries it from three-point range. Reeves has got his second basket.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Reeves against MP. Pass to Suggs. MP outside. That's in there. Carter with the assist. MP's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, how about MP right there? Just drilling a three of his own for good measure.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. Connect, he's checked in for James. And Vincent subbed in for Shake Milton. Orlando also making some changes. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Banchero. Black comes in for Franz Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Finney-Smith passes to Reeves. Here's Connect. Carter pulls it in. The Magic trail by 6. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for MP. Averaging about 18 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Pass to Carter. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Now Connect. James in the post. Covered by MP. Finney-Smith. Los Angeles with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that play.
Now here's MP. Defended by Vincent. And it's good, 2 points.
The youngster, MP, keeping that head on a swivel.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Vincent, the pass to LeBron. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And for those of you just tuning in, the Saturday back where we're now. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open three, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
And so in the game for the Magic, MP out there with Anthony. Then there's Mo Wagner. Then there's Black. And it's Isaac in at the 4. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
MP, no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Connect with a wide open look. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
MP kicks to Wagner. Wagner with a screen for Wagner. Back to MP. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
Nice looking three ball by MP. Proving he can hurt you from downtown.
James finds Vanderbilt. Screen by James. Float up for James. That one misses.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
And how about Isaac? He just attacks the backboard, especially on the offensive glass, putting that height to good use.
Vincent, the pass to LeBron. Pass to connect. It's James picking up the assist. Connects. Got 5 points in the quarter.
And when you need a bucket from outside, Connect is your man.
MP passes to Isaac. LeBron outside. Over MP. And it's LeBron missing.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back. And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Back to Vincent. James against Wagner. Here's Vanderbilt. No good from outside. And so MP will bring it up for Orlando. 6-point game.
That wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Vincent. Sinks the triple. Vincent's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And I feel like we see this all too often.
Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Orlando Magic. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and I'd be out there getting every rebound and slamming Kenny's bricks for the putback slams, because none of these bigs today want any piece of Prime Diesel.
So let me get this. And taking a look back now at the first half of play, the Lakers find themselves in a tight one.
They found an advantage in the paint.
And that about wraps it up.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Austin Reeves really making a difference here.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
And now, David Aldridge has an update for us on Jonathan Isaac. David, what's the news there?
Hey, guys, the Magic's head athletic trainer gave me an update. Now, he told me that it's a knee sprain, and it's definitely painful, but it's fortunate it wasn't worse. The team was just starting to settle into its rotations. Now, next man up. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Rui Hachimura out there with Hayes. And it's Milton in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Pass to Wagner. Back to MP. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Rui Hachimura hits one up.
And that's a veteran move from MP, using the pump fake to bait the defense.
Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues, and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Lakers trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to James. And again, the Lakers no good.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
MP looking around. Here's Suggs. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Back to James. Shot to stop the run, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season. The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Lakers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Milton with it, now defended by MP. James outside. The 11-footer. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And now just a 4-point Magic lead. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. MP dishes to Suggs. Back to MP. Wagner kicks to MP. Pass to Banchero. Knocks down the 10-footer. Banchero's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options. If he can't penetrate, your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Reeves finds James. James slams it in.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
To the left side wing. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Hachimura. James in the post. He's defended by Wagner.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Lakers making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in, so Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Mo Wagner. Wendell Carter comes in for Paolo Banchero. Black's checked in for Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Black, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Orlando leading by 5. MP passes to Bitadze. The 3 from Anthony. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hayes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Here's LeBron. And the rejection by MP. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will... Changes for the Lakers. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Gannett comes in for Austin Reeves. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Shake Milton. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Coach not happy with the team. He told them, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listen. Guys?
I thank you, David. And so in the game for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Jalen Suggs is out there with MP. And it's Wagner in at the 5.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. James gets inside and finishes.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
James against Suggs. LeBron with the bucket. James has got 13 points here in the second half alone. MP right side. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. An easy 2 points on the layup. MP's got 4 points in the quarter. Lakers trail by 16. Outside, James. From outside the arc. Another miss by LeBron.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. LeBron with a screen on Wagner. Here's Vincent. Kicks it out to James. Another shot. Milton the pass to LeBron. Fades and shoots. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 6th rebound on the night. Back to MP. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Takes the three. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since. And the passing instincts of James are just unreal. He has that great sense for when and where to send the ball.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Connect. And it's Austin Reeves in for Vincent. No one near James as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land.
And you know James isn't thinking twice about that shot. Knows he has the green light.
And finished off by Banchero.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. Now here's Hayes. Not a lot of room. Pass to James. Reeves with the screen on MP. And the rejection by MP. And the dunk by MP.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
LeBron against MP. And the rejection by MP.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. Connects from three-point range.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Here's MP. A rebound by the Lakers. Hayes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lets a floater go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Hayes finds James. Over MP. James misses. Orlando leading by 15. MP with it. Defended by Reeves. Back to MP. Reeves with the rebound. Reeves has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's James. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see...
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
These players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, that's the kind of player MP is striving to become.
And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
Out to the wing. Three-pointer. Reeves with the rebound.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
Outside, James. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. MP outside. Banchero outside. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Banchero.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Magic.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
You always need role players to step up and help, and it was no different in this one, as everything seemed to be clicking for MP.
Well, he was all about the rim protection in this one. His defensive presence was felt from the get-go.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's James. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
Another day, another win. Good work. Feeling you, MP. Crowd looks hyped tonight. Better come with me.
Hottest team in the land coming through.
And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Welcome and thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
Some tough luck for both teams here early. This is when your determination is tested.
A look at the Pistons starting group. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Ivy and Hardaway Jr., they're the 2 and the 3. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. And for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. MP is out there with Suggs, and it's Carter in at the center position. Well, Grant, I hope you're as fired up for this one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
And so off the tip, it's the Magic. Ivy against MP. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
Now Cunningham. He played a great game against Charlotte. Here's Duren. Up and over Carter. Oh, nice D from Carter. MP left side to the inside. Duren with a steal. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Harris against Suggs. Harris passes to Hardaway. Here's Cunningham. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham, dropping in the jumper.
MP a screen on Hardaway. Wagner for 3. Duren with a rebound. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year. Suggs outside. Wagner inside. Defended by Hardaway. And Wagner gets it to go.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Here's Banchero. The rebound by Detroit. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home. Keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Detroit shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Ivy.
And how can you not be excited about Ivy's potential? You can tell he wants to keep getting better.
And both free throws good for Ivy. The Magic have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Banchero the screen. Knocked away. Wagner outside. MP up top. Ivy defends. Oh, stolen by Harris. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Suggs. Banchero left side. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. For Detroit, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Harris passes to Cunningham. Clock at 4. For 3, here's Harris. Not going to go that time.
Just a bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
The 3 from Suggs. He drops it from range.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. The Magic in second.
Well, over the past couple weeks, this defense has found itself locked in. They've played hungry and they played physical.
Duren, the pass to Hardaway. Harris with it. Cunningham outside. Pass to Ivy. 5 on the clock. And again, no good by Detroit.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And a smart feed from Suggs. The defense making it easy, leaving his teammate open.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's MP. His last outing, he had 24 points. Launches it. And Cunningham pulls it down. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Trailing by 2. Pass to Duren. Now Hardaway. Cunningham outside. Duren the screen. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Hardaway, no good. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Banchero finds Carter. Shoots over Duren. Carter can't get it to go.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Suggs against Cunningham. The rebound by Carter.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And the shot goes. Wagner's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, Wagner showing he has the strength to beat contact.
Pass to Hardaway. Fires the 3. Second chance shot. And Duren lays it in.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Beasley's checked in for Hardaway. Orlando shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. With a new season underway, what are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to it, Grant?
You know, B.A., I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first.
Here's MP following the score by Detroit. Connects from downtown. MP's got 9. Here's Cunningham. A reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26.5 a game. Beasley outside. Pass to Duren. Harris with it. It's rebounded by Batase. Magic leading by 5. The drive by MP. And it's good for 2. 11 points in the game.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. A minute 31 left in the opening quarter. Goes back up. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And some changes here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Hardaway comes in for Ivy. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Cunningham. This one for 3. De Silva, no good. Pistons trail by 5. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Duren. Here's Stewart. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance.
And Stewart just preparing himself ahead of the catch to be in rhythm for that jumper.
MP with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Schroeder. Lets a floater go. Pass to Hardaway. Now Duren. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. For 3, Anthony. Hits a 3-pointer. And the Magic lead by 5.
Showing a good IQ for the game. MP feeding a guy ready to score.
Hardaway with it. He was another key contributor in that win against Charlotte. Beasley for 3. That shot, no good. MP way outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. MP getting it done for the Magic. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got Paolo Banchero, Jalen Suggs out there with MP. Then it's Goga Batase, and it's Black in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. The Pistons trailing. To the paint. Out to Schroeder. Beasley with a screen on Suggs. Here's Schroeder. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And so MP will bring it up for the Magic. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Here's Black. No made baskets yet. MP, the pass to Suggs. Takes it inside. Kicks it out to MP. Here's Banchero. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Pistons trail by 4. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Out to Beasley, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brent, almost your ideal shooting guard. Malik Beasley doesn't try to do too much.
The biggest thing, BA, is the turnover percentage that he's led the league in. Malik Beasley just simply doesn't give up the ball. He makes good, steady decisions, shoots the ball at a high clip. So that kind of reliability, that's what he's paid for. That's his shot. Beasley doesn't need much wiggle room to feel comfortable pulling from deep.
Outside Schroeder. Pass to Holland. Back to Schroeder. Here's Holland. Hardaway on the wing. Picked by Stewart. Lets it fly. Hardaway, no good. Orlando leading by 3. Banchero with a screen on Beasley. Here's MP. The rebound by Stewart. The Pistons have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Holland gets the bucket.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there. Would like to see more of that ball.
Here's MP. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Holland. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive? And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Detroit on top. They're up by 3. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going just as smoothly. And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You gotta like what Jaden Ivey has done in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Ivey and Hardaway Jr., they're the 2 and the 3. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. Now here's Suggs. MP scanning the floor. With the teardrop. Here's Banchero. Paolo, strong.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Cunningham passes to Harris. And he's going for the lob. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Suggs and Cunningham. Oh, Cade powers it in.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
Banchero passes to Wagner. And here's Suggs. MP left side. There's the triple. And Cunningham pulls it down.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Ivey finds Harris. Another 3 for Detroit.
solid point marksman. Harris has that inside-outside offensive game.
Pass to Wagner. Suggs outside. MP. Ivy defends. Picked by Carter. Wagner for three. Knocks down the long J. Wagner's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, merciless answer by Wagner. Hitting right back at him.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Back to MP. Launches a three. The rebound by Detroit. Hardaway's got 4 rebounds now. Ivy against Suggs. Ivy passes to Cunningham. No good on the triple. Magic trail by 6. Pass to MP. The three from Banchero. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists in the game. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Well, hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Harris finds Ivy. He takes it in. Now Cunningham. Rebounded by Suggs. Suggs has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Pass to Duren. And here's Ivy from the arc. Knocked loose.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, the interior defense holding nothing back, but MP goes right at him.
Beasley's checked in for Detroit. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. Batase's checked in for Orlando. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for them. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And here's Ivy. 12 points for him. Pass to Duren. And stolen by Banchero. Ivy against Suggs. MP outside. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Magic?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Black's checked in for Orlando. Schroeder, he's checked in for the Pistons. All right, let's get an update on Cade Cunningham's injury. Allie, any news?
Hey guys, the Pistons head athletic trainer gave me an update. It seems like there's a little tingling and swelling around the tailbone, and they're addressing it now. And this team really needs him. They aren't the deepest squad in the NBA, so we'll see how they move forward, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks. Well, we're all hoping he gets healthy quickly, guys.
Yes, we do. And these trainers are so good at what they do. Hopefully, they'll be able to get him back on the court soon.
And Detroit has possession. Orlando making their last shot. Duren with a screen on Wagner. For 3, Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Now here's MP. 15 points in the game. From outside, off the mark.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Well, Brent, the 23-24 Pistons tied an NBA record by losing 23 straight. One bright spot, however, was Jalen Duren.
Well, a bright spot, BA, would be that you wouldn't mention that again. So let's just forget about that and put it behind us. But Jalen Duren did have some moments. He averaged a double-double that season at just 20 years of age. So sky is still the limit for this young, big, physical player.
Here's MP following the score by Detroit. Kicks it out to Wagner. Three-pointer. The rebound by Detroit. Harris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Schroeder. Outside Hardaway. Duren with a screen on Wagner. Back to Schroeder. Harris outside. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Here's Orlando. They're on a 16-7 run. Oh, stolen by Harris. Beasley outside. Over MP. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Harris. Now just a 1-point Magic lead. On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Beasley. And here's MP from outside. And it's Harris with the rebound. Harris has got his 6th rebound on the night.
The three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second. Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
MP buries the triple.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Schroeder passes to Harris. Jacks up with 3. They get it back. Beasley for 3. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
MP finds Banchero. MP against Beasley. Back to MP. Fires from deep. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Schroeder, a screen on Wagner. For 3, Hardaway. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 6 rebounds here tonight. MP. The rebound by Beasley. To the inside. Here's Harris. No good. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Magic out in front, up 1. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball.
We need some energy.
MP outside. They need this. MP! All that talent!
Really hard to intimidate MP. He's going to take on the defense inside.
Cunningham passes to Duren. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's MP. Carter on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Batadze with a screen. The 3 from Suggs. The shot won't fall.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Duren with a screen on Suggs. Here's Ivey from the arc. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
It's so tough to contain Ivy's young athleticism. He goes right at the defense hard and gets the contact.
And the Magic making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in, and he nails the third. And here are the Magic now. It's a three-point game. MP, the pass to Wagner. Now here's MP. Back to Caldwell Pope. MP finds Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. The Magic need to put one up here to tie it up. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Duren up top. Up and over Carter. And he can't bank that one in. And the Magic shooting around 44%. Not bad. MP inside. He's watched by Cunningham. Outside Carter. Pass to Wagner. From deep, MP. And Ivy pulls it down. Detroit with the ball. Big run right now for him. 11-2. For 3, here's Harris. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
Well, early in his career, defenses challenged Tobias Harris to take this shot. Now they don't want him to, for good reason.
Now here's Suggs. Here's Carter. Blocked! Now here's Hardaway. Cunningham outside. Oh, MP with a block.
Yeah, phenomenal block by MP. You just can't afford to throw anything weak around him. I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Cunningham. And he commits the intentional foul. Shot from the inbound. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Harris. And now it's an 8-point Pistons lead. MP against Ivy. MP, the pass to Suggs. Screen by MP. Shoots. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. And we've got 28 seconds left in the 4th. And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
And for Ivy, it's really about playing with confidence. When he does, he can be very effective.
And it's the Magic with the ball.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Back to Duren. Pass to Cunningham. So we see the Pistons get the win here. Boy, a nice win on the road.
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season.
Hey, it's just one loss.
Good game, MP.
About to tear it up. Tonight should be easy work.
MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better watch out. And a little glimpse, a little feel of basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. 2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blow, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Wagner is out there with Wendell Carter. Then there's Suggs. Then it's MP. And it's Bitadze in at the center, filling out the middle. Bridges misses. Here's MP. Softly drops in the floater.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
On the wing, Miller. Takes it inside. Carter pulls it in, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
And you know these types of...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
And, you know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout. So that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
On offense, here are the Magic. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Clark with the Hornets, they were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard, and it's not anything you can control, and it made it almost impossible for them
to have a productive season because of those injuries.
Orlando with the ball, following the three by Charlotte. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. For three, Bridges. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Miller against MP. Wagner left side. Rebound by Okogie. Hornets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside, Ball. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. MP against Miller. Here's MP. Wagner outside. Clock at 6. Back to MP. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Bridges. Here's Williams. Okogie for 3. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Boy, because of his athleticism, when Josh Okogie is knocking down the three-point shot, he is really uber dangerous.
Now, here's MP. 23 points his last outing. Plays it up and banks it in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Left side, Ball. Here's Miller. It's hauled in by the Magic. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Here's Okogie. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Okogie's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
MP passes to Carter. Magic moving the ball around. Suggs up top. He's covered by Ball. Suggs kicks to MP. No good on the 3. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebounding.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front.
How does the development, Greg, of role players affect a team?
It can be a major factor. Being able to fill the needs of a team.
The Magic trail by 7. On the court for Orlando. They've got MP. Also Anthony out there. And it's Bitadze in at the center position. MP. Pass to De Silva. The 3 from Anthony. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets leading by 7. Inside. And that one. Stuffed right through.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Man in the corner. Shoots from 14. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds in this game. MP deciding where to go with it. Another miss by Orlando.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Back to ball. Second chance effort. Orlando grabs the miss. Bitadze's got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Ball. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Man. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. Here's De Silva. He's guarded by Williams. Here's De Silva. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Anthony from the arc. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Prepared to let it fly. Anthony was just waiting for the rock.
Hornets leading by 8. Outside, Ball. Here's Smith. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Well, the Magic last year, Clark earning the number 5 seed in the East. It was a giant step forward.
It certainly was. And I tell you what, they've got an impressive, very impressive young core. And this was the first time they made the playoffs since 2020. And now, the minimum expectation is a playoff appearance, and I think they'll be able to deliver on that.
Stolen by Ball. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Ball showing off those two-way skills, getting it done on both ends.
Outside Anthony. Pass to MP. Here's Bitadze. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. Anthony can't hit. Hornets leading by 10. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Ball, and there's another one for the Hornets.
Hey, the mid-range can be touch and go for Ball, but he takes a nice, smooth shot that time.
De Silva kept alive. Second shot opportunity. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Houston's checked in, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Anthony. Bridges outside. Rebound by the Magic.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more help, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have. Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Back to Ball. Williams, a screen on Joseph. Ball with a wide open look. Misses the three.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Bridges misses.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and this came up short on the triple.
Batagse the pass to Joseph. Here's Houston. Left side Joseph. The three. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. They've held a 12-point lead early. Miller, no up. The Magic trail by 5. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Hornets making a change here. Man's checked in. We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. Number 1, the Magic.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Miller, the pass to Mann. Out to Miller. Fires for 3. Black grabs the board.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Looking to get it going. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very... And so that's the end of the first half. Hornets lead by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Come one, you know, maybe we should take a road trip, the 3 of us.
Yeah, if we're going on a road trip, I'm bringing my dogs.
Nah, what about that smell?
I don't think they'll mind it.
Ouch.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Charlotte Hornets. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Hart.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for Cole Anthony.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Back to Ball. Out to Miller. Launches a 3. And it's Suggs with the rebound. The Magic trail by 7. Magic moving the ball around. Here's MP. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Miller with a wide open look from outside off the mark.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
MP, no good. Hornets leading by 4. On the wing, Miller. From the arc. He's off on that one.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Miller against MP. Out to Carter. On deep. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Charlotte has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. There's the 3. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And here's Miller outside. And the rejection by MP. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. There's the triple. The Magic again can't hit.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
MP with it. Bridges covering. A nice shot by MP. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
Pass to Miller. Back to Ball. Floats it up for Williams. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And the Hornets lead by 7.
Oh my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
MP kicks to Suggs. And here's MP for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Bridges has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass the ball. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. The three-pointer is right on target.
It is a welcome sign for sure. When Okogie connects from deep, it really expands his offensive game.
Here comes MP, and MP throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up.
On the court for Orlando, Franz Wagner is out there with MP. Then there's Black. Then there's Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Hornets leading by 13. Out to Smith. It doesn't go for him. Nice defense from Wagner.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this
one. MP passes to Wagner. He gets that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Man passes the ball. There's the pick. Down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Clark, what do you think about the Orlando Magic? Winning 47 games last season. Their most in over a decade.
Boy, I love the core of this group in Orlando, Kevin. the development of their young guys, Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, and the rest of those guys already starting to pay dividends. They could be a force for a while. These young guys are only going to get better.
Here's man, covered by MP. The tray. Ball no good. The Magic trail by 11. Here's MP. That's tipped. Smith with it. Now defended by MP. Ball kicks to Williams. Ball with it. There's the pick. Smith outside. 6 to shoot. Williams scanning the floor. And again, the Hornets missing. And so, MP will bring it up for Orlando. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Back to Suggs. Pass to MP. Here's Black. A 3-ball. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists tonight.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks. I don't know if that's the recipe.
To the inside. The kick out to Ball. Hangs home the trifecta. Ball's got 15 points in just the second half.
Performance in this half. First, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Here's MP. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Man in the corner. Outside, Ball. Sweet little floater. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
To the middle. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop it.
Now, man. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Ball against MP. And the rejection by MP. The Magic trail by 11. MP finishes inside.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, during the break, listened in with Charles Lee and his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Thanks, David. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
On the wing, Miller. Bridges outside. Back to Miller. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside, Ball. Launches it. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Suggs dishes to MP. Inside is Bitadze. Excellent D there from Williams. Hornets leading by 5. Bridges kicks to Miller. Pass the ball. Now here is Miller. Back to Ball. And just miss after miss right now. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Stolen by Ball. Over Suggs. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
MP inside. And the layup is good.
All this kid cares about is winning. Big bucket from MP.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out to Miller. Fires the three. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. Here's MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Pass to Okogie. And it's Miller in the corner. That's the 3-5. And another 3 for Charlotte.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Ball finds Williams. Outside, Ball. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's foul number 2 for him. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Williams passes to Okogie. Williams, a screen on Wagner. Back to Williams. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Hornets lead by 9.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Shout out to them for getting to the foul line. They've been the aggressors taking that ball to the basket, and they've been able to knock down a good percentage of those free throws.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Count that one.
This is what height in the backcourt gives you. Ball can get almost anything he wants in there because of that size.
Miller against MP. The Magic again can't hit. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Miller, the pass to Ball. Orlando grabs the miss. So it's Charlotte picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they...
Man, tough game tonight.
Falling, dreaming, talking in your sleep. I know you want to cry all night. Plotting, scheming, finding reason to defend all of your violent nights. Promise me. Don't you grow up in a hurry. Your mama be worried, oh, it was all part of the story. Even the scary nights, thank you for all of the glory. You will be remembered, oh, thank you to all of the heroes of the night. They gotta repaint the colors. The lie is wearing off, reality is upon us. Colors dripping off, colors dripping off.
Niggas is savage, niggas is monsters, niggas is pimps, niggas is players. To niggas had daughters, now they precautious. Father, forgive me, I'm scared of the karma. Cause now I see women as something to nurture, not something to conquer. I hope she like Nicki, I make her a monster. Now having menages, I'm just being silly, I answer the door like Will Smith and Martin. Nigga, do we have a problem? Matter of fact, Marlon, this ain't Meet the Fockers. I beat his ass, pray I beat the Chargers. No daddy don't play, not when it comes to they daughters. Don't do no yoga, don't do Pilates. Just play piano and stick to karate. I pray your bodies drink more like mine and not like your mommy's. Just being salty, but niggas is nuts. And I am a nigga, I know what they want. I pray that you don't get it all at once. Curves under your dress, I know it's pervs. All on the net, all in the comments. You wanna vomit, that's your baby, you love her to death. Now she cutting class and hanging with friends. You break a glass and say it again. She can't comprehend the danger she in. If you whip her ass, she moving with him. Then he whip her ass, you go through it again. But how you the devil rebuking the sin? Let's pray we could put this behind us. I swear that these times is the wildest. She got the scars, they serve as reminders. Blood still on her pajamas, but yesterday is dead, yeah. Moment of silence. Next should be off the collars and then at the altar. Cause she know that niggas is savage. Niggas is monsters. Niggas is pimps. Niggas is players. To niggas had daughters. Niggas is pimps.